Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Window World. Well, today I am at Window World Myrtle Beach and I'm joined by Scott and Rhonda D. Hollander. How are you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Tell me a little bit about the history of Window World.
Window World was founded in 1995 out of Wilmington, North Carolina. We came on board with Window World in 1998 and we started servicing the Grand Strand and PD area. Once it became a franchise, we purchased it in 1999. So we are the original owners, now serving 25 years the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas. So yes, we are a franchise. There are over 200 stores nationwide, locally owned and operated.
And you guys have this beautiful showroom that has a great example of what you guys offer here at Window World.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work getting this. If some of our old customers remember what our showroom was, it was maybe a fifth of what we have today. The showroom area itself is about 2,500 square feet, so it really gives a lot of display features in here that a customer can look at.
I love it. And obviously the name kind of gives it away, Window World, but talk to me about all the different things you guys carry.
Well, we do a lot more than windows today. I mean, obviously with the name, that's how Window World started. But today we do hurricane protection, we do impact windows, we do vinyl sliding doors, entry doors, and really just about anything for the exterior of your home.
All right, so talk to me about why this is so important here in the Myrtle Beach area. We're a coastal town, you guys see a lot.
Yeah, and it's interesting because of all the new people that are moving into the area. A lot of folks know Window World because of how large Window World is. With us being nationwide, a lot of folks have dealt with them in Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, northern stores. They come to the coast, they don't understand codes are a little bit different. Mm-hmm. We make sure that every customer, every project that we do meets all of the coastal requirements. We take care of the permitting process for them. Any of the inspections we will schedule on their behalf. This way the homeowner knows that what we're putting in their home meets all the coastal requirements, and the building department is there for their protection to ensure that we're doing our job properly.
Tell me all about your team of experts here at Window World.
Let's start with our office staff. Our office manager, Cindy Nelson, she would probably be the first contact when folks call in to set an appointment. She does pretty much everything. She schedules all of our installers, she schedules all of our salespeople, so she's a busy girl. She takes care of all of us. And then our sales staff, Tim DeHollander and Chris Larkin. Both Tim and Chris have been with us for several years. They came out of the construction industry, so they know at that level what that customer is going to need to get that job completed. So I'm really proud of the job that our salesmen do. And then our general manager, Van Vutsinas. Van kind of takes care of our installers, works with the salesman as far as laying out things if we're doing a porch or something like that to make sure we're code compliant. And then he'll visit jobs from time to time just to either help the guys in what they're doing or to make sure that the customer's satisfied with the job as it moves along.
Say there's a new homeowner that walks in here, doesn't know how to pick out the trim, the windows. How do you guys help them get what they need?
What I like to do when homeowners come in, my specialty to say is enclosing a porch, giving them ideas on what to think about, giving them homework to take home with them. When you sit down in your favorite chair on your porch, that window, do you want a double hung? You got to look at the sight line. Is that divided sash going to be in your sight line, obstructing your view, or would you rather have the picture window here and then ventilation on both sides of that picture window? I like giving them those ideas to go back home and try to figure out, pre-plan what they like before the salesman comes out to quote them for doing a porch or enclosing their porch.
This story is sponsored by Window World.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I am joined in studio by Keosha Garrett. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We're going to talk about what you have been doing, your ministry, Shanavia's Dream Sickle Cell Clinic.
Yes, ma'am. I started a nonprofit this year in memory of my late sister, Shanavia, who passed away from sickle cell complications back in 2021. It's been amazing, the amount of people that we were able to reach in Charleston, McClellanville, Georgetown area. It's definitely amazing. So yeah.
You truly hit the ground running when it
did.
comes to all the different things that you've been doing. What do you think is important for the community to know about sickle cell?
The important thing, one of the many important things that I feel that our community should know is that sickle cell is definitely a forgotten about disease. We need more awareness because it affects so many people. I had my second annual blood drive back on Shanavia's birthday, which was June 10th. And I had MUSC to come out to do sickle cell trait testing. And just this morning, I had someone to reach out to me telling me, hey, I got my results and I have the sickle cell trait. And she's about 20 years old and she didn't know. So it's like that gap between the communication from parents over time to their children. Sometimes they forget to let their kids know, hey, you have the trait. Try not to mate with someone else that has the trait because then their child will have sickle cell, which in my case, that's what happened to my sister because my mom knew, but my dad, he didn't.
So education is super important.
Education, most definitely, education.
All right, so if people want to stay connected with you along this journey, how can they do that?
Well, definitely. They can follow us on Facebook at Shanavia's Dream Sickle Cell Clinic. Also, they can reach us at shanaviasdream@gmail.com. If they want to inquire about blood drives, they can refer to the Facebook page, and we keep everyone posted there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. If you're looking for something to do this holiday season and you love music, well, don't I have a treat for you today? I'm joined by Dedrick. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I want to know a little bit more about the auditorium itself. You said it's a historic auditorium.
Well, the building, built 1908, it was a part of the original Winyah High School in Georgetown. That high school burned, and subsequently, well, it was already in place, a plan to create Georgetown, which was a merger of Howard High School and Winyah. There were some folk who were from town, led by, Miss Cribb, who was a secretary at Winyah High School, and a band of folk got together to save the auditorium, turned it into a nonprofit, and all these years later, we are now putting on live musical performances and open as a hub to the community.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And people can enjoy it for years to come, too.
People can enjoy it. We work to preserve the building, number one, and then to bring live musical performances that can foster cultural arts in our community.
Cool. Anything in store that you can tell me about 2024?
We're planning a great 2024, but what
Okay.
you can do is stay up with us on all of our social media platforms,
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and check our website, winyahauditorium.org.
Perfect. Is there anything else that I need to know?
Well, we would like for as many people that is able to attend our shows. And as I tell the folk that do attend, probably one of the best things you can do is talk up your experience at the Winyah Auditorium so that it can get other people involved. Music heals the soul, it touches the soul. So we offer something for everyone, and we hope that everyone can come and enjoy what they get.
Doesn't get better than that?
I hope not. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and I'm joined in studio with Coach Shanice. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Absolutely. So let's talk about what you do. You're a coach. What does that mean, really?
So I am a coach, yes. First, I'm a health coach, so I help people get healthy. I own a business, it's called Glow Up Wellness, and what we do is transform people's lives through nutrition.
All right, how'd you get into this field in the first place? We all have a story, you know?
Yes, so I decided one day that I needed to lose some weight.
Okay.
I had hit a wall and I thought I need to change my life, and I did. I decided to, eat healthier, do some more working out, things like that. And it kind of led to a passion about it. So I'm like, if I can do this, I ended up losing over 80 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, anybody can do it if I can do it. So I decided to help people do it as well.
I think a big hurdle for a lot of people is motivation and kind of knowing where to start when you're not educated on the subject. How do you approach that with people?
So 2 things. Baby steps is the first one. Sometimes we look at the larger shiny goal, and when we embark on the journey, we kind of so far from that it gets discouraging. But if you know to take the small step in front of you, if you keep doing that, you'll get to the larger goal. And also, motivation only gets us started. It's the discipline that keeps us going. So part of my coaching is helping people develop that discipline.
Is it rewarding to see people actually, shed the pounds, feel more confident?
Seriously, I mean, I've had people lose 60 plus pounds, even 30 plus. Like, if you lose a pound, I am like a cheerleader rooting for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
So we hear a lot about, is it diet, is it exercise, is it a combo of both? In your field, what do you think?
It's totally a combination of both, but one does weigh out the other. So if you are looking to, get healthier, but specifically lose weight, it's 75 to 80% what you eat, what you put in your body versus 20 to 25% of what you actually do with your body.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I always heard the abs were made in the kitchen.
Well, they can be. They start in the kitchen.
All right. Well, can you give us some tips, for people that are interested in starting?
Sure. So like I said, just first you should do a wellness evaluation with me. I take a peek into what your life looks like on an average day, and I nitpick kind of what small changes you can make to see really big results if you stay consistent there. I also do 21-day challenges to support people to stay consistent. So you stay close to me for 21 days, you get all these resources, you get so many tips and tricks, you get to hear other people's stories, and that's what helps people, that's what helped me, even myself, to stay committed and to keep seeing the results that I really want to see. So do those baby steps, and then when you need help and you realize you can't do it on your own, seek help. We seek help when we are struggling in certain areas. Don't hesitate to seek help when you're also trying to lose weight or get healthy as well.
For somebody with a really busy schedule, how do you work around that as a coach?
So one of the things I love about my journey is that my life has progressively gotten aggressively busy. I have 2 small children, I've gotten married, and I moved cross country in the past 4 years. Wow. So I totally understand busy. And so I personally love to work with busy people because I have that experience. Sometimes we look and we see different sections of where we can find a little bit of time to work out, where we might have not normally seen it, or where we can find space in a budget to eat a little healthier. Some people say it's expensive, but we'll look at your budget and we'll see, how we can find space to actually afford what you need in order to be a little bit healthier.
That's a holistic approach now.
I'm with it. That's the whole point of what I do, because one mold does not fit everybody. We have different lifestyles, we have different things about us, we have different ticks and triggers, and we love different foods, and my goal is to look at people's lives individually and provide a personalized plan.
Love it. So if somebody's interested in getting connected with you and getting started, how can they do that?
The easiest place to find everything that I do would be linktree.com/healthcoachniece. You'll find out information about my 21-day challenges. You can join my walk-in club. All of those things right there, Health Coach Niece on Linktree.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.